course, we all love flying drones, and that's why today we're going to talk about one of the most important things that you can have in your camera bag to keep you, your drone, and everyone around you safe. What's happening, guys? Dan Debenham here. Yes, we're looking at one of the cheapest but most invaluable things you can have in your camera bag when flying your drone, and that is an anemometer. What's an anemometer, you say? It's a wind speed reader. This one is the Proster. It's a model made by some Chinese firm, I don't know who. They make them for a number of different firms. You can find them on Amazon. Pretty cheap. This one cost me, I think it was £10 at the time. I've seen them as high as 17, as low as £6 and £7. You don't need to go massively expensive. What you need is one that's full featured, that will give you the peace of mind that you are flying your drone, and the weather that is available at that site your drone is capable of working with. And that is one of the things that we need to keep in mind, is that when we're flying a UAV, not only do we not want to lose it, but we also want to make sure that it's safe for the people around, or that may be around, and it's safe for the things that are around. You don't want to be bashing into buildings, you don't want it to be fighting, you don't want it to be fighting against wind, etc, etc. And the anemometer can go some way towards giving you that peace of mind. This particular model is feature rich. It's got the Beaufort scale on it, so that goes from 1 to 12, so that tells you sort of how strong the wind is in terms of like an actual bar. It says, look, this is quite strong. It's got the air velocity, so you can see a big screen here with little digits on it that tells you exactly what the wind speed is. You can get that wind speed in meters per second, kilometers per hour, feet per minute, knots and miles per hour. So you can choose a sort of setting, the reading that you want, that is comfortable for you. For me, I have it in miles per hour. It tells me the temperature as well, the air or the room I'm in, or the place I'm in, and this is telling me it's 26.8 in here, which wouldn't surprise me, to be fair. It's quite warm today. It also allows you, it tells you the battery power as well. It lights up the screen. Is incredibly easy to set up and go, and is basically, I would say, a set once and leave situation. So once you've got a reading that you're comfortable with, then you basically just leave it alone. You're switching it on, holding it up above your head, taking a reading, and you're looking at your drone manual or UAV manual to see what it's capable of flying against in terms of wind speed, and does that equate to what's on this screen. Adding a little bit on, obviously, for things like gusts and so on and so forth. You use it in conjunction with other things, such as UAV apps like the NATS app, some of the weather apps that tell you in your area it's good to fly with wind speed and gust speed and so on and so forth. So you can take it in amongst those. And that's the thing, flying a UAV, getting those amazing shots, getting all those really interesting angles for whatever subject is that you're filming, is a brilliant thing to do. But as pilots, we have to remember that we've got to be really safe with it. Safe for us, safe for the UAV, safe for the people around it, and the things around it. So the buildings, the cars, etc, etc. We all, you've got insurance that covers it, or you should have insurance that covers it, should I say. But nobody wants to be claiming on that if you can do away with that by flying in a safe manner and using all the tools that you can at your disposal to mitigate any accidents or failures of your drone or you. So let's have a look at how we go about going into the settings and how we set it. It's super simple. I'm going to say again, I've had it 2 years and it has never ever let me down, save changing the battery on the back, which is one of those 2032 watch batteries, the sort of big one, not the tiny little thing. It's one of those standard watch batteries that go in there. They last forever anyway, as you know, and effectively, other than changing the battery, never let me down. Comes with an orange sort of plastic sheath that you fit around it that allows you to protect it from knocks and scrapes. I don't particularly ever use that. It goes in the camera bag, comes out, it's checked, goes back in the camera bag. Also, it has a little lanyard thing so you can have it around your neck if you want to, so you're not carrying it, or if you want to keep it, if you're doing long-term flying, you can periodically check to make sure the weather's not changed, which is also good advice. And yeah, basically it's a super simple thing to do. So let's have a look at the settings and see what there is. So what we do is we just press and hold mode, and eventually it will start to flash. At that point there, we've got whatever the system is set at. So for me, it's meters per second on here. Then it's got the centigrade, degrees centigrade, and the battery. At that point, you can press set again, and it goes to kilometers per hour, then feet per minute, then knots, then miles per hour. Then it goes to CU, which is the wind chill. So that's the temperature. So we're basically looking for temperature there. We've got maximum wind speed, average wind speed, and then we're back to meters per second. And you can do either degrees centigrade or you can do degrees Fahrenheit, whichever it is you choose. Once you've selected one, you just hit mode again, and then boom, it's set, and you're basically back to the screen where it's actually doing the wind measurements itself. It's got a little wind turbine in here, which is what spins round, and it's also got a temperature sensor here at one side, which is what it uses to sense the temperatures, obviously being a temperature sensor. Other than that, that's it. There's nothing more to it. It's £10 for peace of mind. It's a check that you should be doing to make sure your drone isn't going to be fighting wind, isn't going to have a flyaway or be blown off course and end up in a field. Nobody wants to be wearing wellies, holding a mobile phone, looking at DJI's map, looking at where your drone came down, hoping that it's not smashed up or caught in a tree and is gone forever. And this can go some way towards doing that. So with that, I hope you did like it. It's made out of plastic. It's not the greatest, robust of the things, but it is worth the money. It is worth having one in your camera bag, no matter where you go. It's just useful to have. So I hope that was useful. I hope you did like it. It's a quick review. There's not much to say about it. It does exactly what it says on the tin, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.